Hello, and welcome to Warped, the completely unnecessary Star Trek podcast, where we provide live audio commentary tracks to Star Trek episodes. My name is Matt.
I'm Shawn.
I'm Jake.
Philippe.
Erin.
And I'm Minwin.
I did not take a big enough breath when I started the intro, and I started to run out of gas about 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah, we all had issues there.
Yeah, that was
real.
like probably our worst ever. 201, we're phoning it in now.
All the magic's gone.
200 took a lot out of us.
200 was the party, and this is the afterparty.
Yeah. This is where all the hangovers
Everyone's a little
happen.
mellower.
Bloody Marys,
We've all gotten
anybody?
into our blood wine.
We're watching The Wounded, Season 4, Episode 12 of Next Generation. Shawn, how much time is on the clock?
I got 45:51 on the clock, and I'm punching the triangle in 3, 2, 1, punch.
I really hope there's no new alien races in this one. I'm just
You are so...
Oh,
That's the worst.
I
thing
hope they
I'm
look
so
possibly
sorry to
think about.
announce that there is, in fact, a new alien race.
Is it because you remember this episode, or are you just taking a
I'm just
healthy
taking a
guess?
stab. Yeah.
That was a good guess.
I just knew, and I just wanted to start off with some controversy. Everybody have to explain some disappointment.
Ooh, I like
the
this.
boot
Yeah.
cut.
Yep.
Ah,
Boot
Correct.
cut.
That is a good look.
that's a great
Everybody's
look.
looking great.
Everybody.
They got that Season 4 glow up, you know? They just
Yep.
look a little bit, they all just look real good.
Do you think they thought they would make it to season 4?
Patrick Stewart sort of famously likes to say that he didn't think it was going to make it past like the first 10 episodes.
Yeah.
I think his initial contract was for like half the season or something like that, you know? They film a bunch before they decide if they're going to pick it up. And he was like, I thought I would be back in England before
It's the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Kardashians are going to be the...
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
We're about to meet the Kardashians.
Yeah.
God, I hope their butts are big.
We gotta start saying it right, because this was gonna lead us down a path.
It's
Yeah.
bad path.
Intentionally. Go on.
But I agree
This is,
with
how we get
Erin.
this is how we get the young audience from like 10 years ago.
Right. From when the Kardashians were new and exciting.
Yeah, exactly. This
15 to
25
20
years
years
ago.
ago.
Oh.
Oh, so they married. That's right. I saw
They
that.
got
Okay,
married.
here's my thing about this scene. First of all, they eat with plastic forks.
They're terrible.
Those are the most inefficient.
They're like the-
looking-
they're
Those
like
are
the-
worse than the pointy stick forks.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
These
usually
are like
have.
the greenware ones that are like melt in your mouth. 'Cause
Yeah.
They're made out of like starch.
Yeah.
Like potato starch.
They're
Plant
almost
cellulose.
forks, but they missing the spoon part, which would be really helpful.
They're really just bad in every possible way. They look inefficient. They look flimsy. It's just a mess.
Also, let's face it, cups and glasses are a standard radius for a reason. There's
Yeah.
no advantage to
Tall
having.
Those are hard to clean.
That is a tall cylindrical
Yeah.
glass.
Yeah, that requires like no cleaning and difficult to drink from and difficult to pour.
Yeah, your
into.
nose is going to be in the wet. It's a champagne.
They have
problem.
those things. They're real popular now for like sangria and stuff. They get those long glasses these days.
Oh, is that like
so
a
annoying?
these
They're
days.
just-
Long glasses these days.
What about when you go to Vegas and you're on like the strip? Don't you want the long 3
Oh,
foot
you want the
long-
one that you
straw,
need
though.
like a bassoon strap to like
Yeah.
carry it around.
Those have a
They
straw.
sometimes come with straps. I think.
Yeah. You need that neck. You need to get your neck into
and they
it.
generally have a funnel at the top.
Yeah. So you're saying those are okay?
Those are okay.
Somebody put some thought into those.
Yeah,
That's
make
like
them
for your walk and
practical.
drink.
yeah. That's for a walk and drink.
A lot of stuff on the next gen is purely decorative. Like,
Yeah, it's to evoke the future.
world.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think Philippe is saying Philippe is against the future.
I am against the. I'm not against it. I actually love it. I just think it's
Yeah.
just funny to think about how impractical some of it is.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It reminds me
I mean,
of
the square
of Worf's
pillows
chair.
kind of demand
yeah.
to be talked about.
Yeah.
I know. I think it's a news. I like when they try things. It's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like wondering how they got those things. Sometimes, like, do they have to have them made? Because
I don't know if they're fabricating them or if they're finding them in
Finding
some
them at the
weird
novelty store.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where the
The
Klingon
Italian
chair
decor
lives.
I think they
Sorry.
just go to Europe and just find their
Yeah.
normal
Just the
stuff. And
Norwegian-
their chairs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's not a weird store. It's just a Norwegian store.
Yeah,
Exactly.
rethinking sitting.
Rethinking city.
Yeah.
I should have asked a trivia question about
oh,
that.
there it is.
There he is.
Yeah.
You see that
Cardassian.
thing on his face? You'll never see it again.
Thank
God.
Goodness.
Yeah, that
What
was a bad,
is that?
That was a bad decision.
It was a choice they realized was not a good idea, and they removed it immediately.
Is it even removed within this episode? Or does
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the next time you see him, it might be gone.
I think they teleport over. They still have.
They
them.
still have
Yeah.
It's quick, though.
It is quick,
They
yeah.
dump it pretty quick.
They were
And
like
it never comes back. There's never another episode where you see it again. with
It
these
probably broke. And then they were just like, yeah, ditch it.
It looks
The actor broke it.
heavy.
It just looks so uncomfortable and distracting.
guys. So, Erin, these are the Cardassians.
Yeah.
Do you recall us ever talking about the Cardassians in the past?
let's say no.
That's close
That's
enough.
fine. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I don't remember the
They will become
Cardassians.
very important in Deep Space Nine. They're
Which
kind
it
of-
will remind you is another
Another
permutation of Star Trek.
that we'll start in a year.
Is it the next one?
It is the next one.
Okay, good. I was like, if there's one in between, I'm gonna.
There's another animated
No, but there's
series.
2 more after.
Now that we're not counting.
Before we get to Paramount Plus.
No, ineligible.
So we're watching season 4, episode 12, The Wounded. Original air date January 26, 1991. After being fired upon by a Cardassian vessel, Picard races against time to find out the facts behind the Cardassian commander's claim that the Federation attacked one of their outposts. Erin, what do you think the IMDb rating of this episode is?
7-7.
That's what I was
Ooh,
going to
that is a good guess.
I was going to say 7-8. That was my...
7-2.
7-6.
7-5.
Wow, we're all in the 7.
8-2.
Damn, again? Wasn't the last one an 8-2?
Yeah, that
Yep.
one was an 8-2.
I was like, this one's got to be less than the last one. Doesn't
Nope,
sound
exactly
like
the
it.
same as the last one.
This
Exactly the
episode is
same.
laying a lot of groundwork for
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, I think this is what nerds love, that he's kind of lore.
Well, this is an introduction there, of an alien that becomes really important later on.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, they're kind of the big bads of Deep Space
really?
Nine.
Oh, they absolutely are. But yeah, I can see how the nerds would be like, it's the first time
Yeah,
appearance of the
of course.
it's
Cardassians.
like, yeah.
The nerds,
It's
as
iconic.
if they're not in
Here,
this
amongst
room.
us in the room. The call is coming
Those
from inside the house.
There's levels, you know.
There's the deep space nerds that are,
Yeah,
Not
the
all
deep
nerds are
space
created
nerds.
equal.
yeah, exactly.
Well called out, though.
Dr. Crusher's not in this episode. It is the only episode she is not in other than season 2.
Yep, that's right. I saw that too.
So the guy who
That
plays
dancing took it out of her last
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
the guy who plays the Cardassian, then he's really well received. He really is
Yes.
good in his role.
So he will go. The person we've met him before. His name is Mark Alemo, and there he is.
There
There's
he
his
is.
name.
Correct.
And he will go on to in Deep Space Nine. Will play a Cardassian called Gul Dukat, who is really the kind of the main big bad, aside from of the Cardassians. And he's a great
I know.
villain.
I was like, that's a great name. Time Winters?
That's crazy.
A boy or a girl?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't see the fish in the shots behind Jean-Luc. He might not be there.
Oh, I have a really interesting story about my fish.
Well, let's hear it.
That remains to be seen. Go ahead.
We'll be
I know the story. And I don't know if I would have laid so strongly.
Do you guys know that we've had this fish almost 17 years? It's like our longest pet,
No.
our goldfish.
I
So
knew
first
you
of
had a long
all,
goldfish.
we've had this fish a long time, and I can't remember.
It's a 15-center goldfish.
It's just a regular goldfish
Right,
that we
right.
got at the pet store, but I guess it was gold when we started, and then eventually it became all white. And now, as of like less than a week ago, it has become completely scarlet red on one side. I thought something was wrong, but I think it's just like coying up.
So, yeah, it's starting to look like
Very
koi
cool.
color.
It's like got these colors popping
I
back.
don't think a fish
and
has
it's
lived
been
long
really
enough
brilliant.
to
I
really
know.
people
It's like
know.
going through something, and
Menop-
maybe I don't know.
Fishapause.
Letting his koi flag fly.
Yeah.
Have you
But
looked
it's
up to
really-
see how long the longest goldfish has
No.
lived?
I kind of
'Cause
like
yours
it.
has
It's
gotta
just-
be up
it's-
there.
I know. It's been in
No,
like
I'm
so
sure.
many buckets across West LA, like moving.
I mean,
and
it's moved. It's gotten like, we've forgotten about
the
it.
cats have scratched it.
Yeah, it's legitimately being scratched by several cats.
It's really had quite the life.
I tape up the holes now in the tank so that the cats can't get in there.
All right. Oldest goldfish. Named Tish.
Ours is
How-
Tawny,
How old do you guys think?
30.
47.
23.
80.
Matt?
There is none.
I'm afraid to guess.
Guess.
22.
43 years.
Okay, so it could
Not
be.
bad.
It could be. This fish is extremely hardy. I don't get it any companions because it's been alone for a while now. I don't want to mess up the, introduce any disease. It's just like, Tawny is hardcore.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it very interesting that all of a sudden, in a matter of days, it's completely changed colors. So
That's crazy.
it's like that one thing in the last episode. It just went like red. One side is just red.
That's the style right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are dumb.
What do you think of the costumes in general?
I was preoccupied by
Okay,
the brace on the face.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
And what was
Next.
it? What was the look between Troy and O'Brien?
Oh boy.
Catch us up, Matt. Catch us up.
In the very recent past, the Federation and the Cardassians were at war, and they've only recently signed a peace treaty, but they still hate and distrust each other, basically.
Sorry.
Go ahead, get it all out. Get it out now.
They look like they're wearing couches.
The,
Yeah, they really do. I was like,
the
why do I feel
little,
like I'm
the
in a
little,
car?
the little like hair
What?
below the lips.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice
goes,
that.
That goes. That this
Thank
you won't
God.
see that again.
Thank God.
But otherwise,
They're like, we
the
read
look,
your emails,
the
guys.
look is
Yeah.
pretty much the same.
Oh my God.
They change a little. They get a little grayer. That's the other thing that changes.
Well, first is always a little rough.
Yeah.
It's like they took like the booths at Burger King and just like taped them together.
It's like if they were a Transformer toy that was the boost of Burger
Yeah.
King. This is what they would look like transformed.
What would the name be for the Burger King booth transformer?
I know. What are you wearing? The booths at Burger
Boothby?
King.
Boothy McBooth.
Whoppertron.
The King-O-Matic. I like it. They changed.
They
the,
wipe down well.
Yeah, exactly. But if you get food in between the cushion,
You'll never get it.
ever.
It's all right. They're not counting on you staying long.
I call them the Cardassians. Cardassians. I'm
You
sorry.
guys have some-
I like
That
that.
took 2 seconds to apologize for.
I actually was saying,
There you go. Look
congratulations.
at those
I love
outfits.
that.
Yeah.
Wherever they go, they're very comfortable.
God, they must be so sweaty inside those things.
Oh my God.
They remind me of the Dune outfits, though, so they probably recycle all the sweat and the urine.
Yes, they're like still suits.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he can barely walk. It's like
Yeah.
his ankle rolled, and they didn't want to reshoot that.
I know.
Hey, Philippe, speaking of Dune, what did you think of the
new Dune?
I really like the new Dune.
You're the Dune head in this
I
group.
like the old Dune, but I think I actually greatly prefer the new Dune. It's-
Well, sure.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
Are they as bold in the new Dune?
it's more. It makes more sense, and it's still incredibly slow, but it's still like,
Yeah.
But it moves. First of all, I would just say that, like, the sound, the score is like amazing, and but it could be also that it's the first movie I've seen in theaters in 2 years or
It was
something.
a thrill to see something on the big screen.
Yeah, and I
Making
saw
it
it on
more
like, the
epic.
IMAX.
How did the group like it that you went with?
the group generally was 100% loved it, so it was a very
So it wasn't just the Dune head in the group.
no. Everybody seemed to really
Just
like
curious.
it. I mean, I thought it was a lot. I thought it simplified things in a good way. They weren't trying to like the way that the way the original movie does. A lot of the exposition is very
The whispered voiceover.
the whispered voiceover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to I mean, it's really hard because there is still the same problem in this movie where they try to give you a lot of backstory.
Yep.
And it's
Well, it's a big book.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, like, basically it's like this geopolitical maneuvering on like this so it's like they need to like establish who the players are and sort of what the stakes are. And there's a lot of like terminology, names to remember, blah blah blah, and politics to remember. And then there's all the techno. I don't know. I just, as somebody who already understood Dune and read several of the books, I liked it quite a bit. So I would say I overall enjoyed it more than the original.
Was it a remake? Was it the same story? Did they explore
It is half
new things?
the first book, I believe. It's not even the whole book. So it is it is a fairly detailed.
Are they planning on the second half?
Yes.
They are planning. I think when they made it, they didn't know if they were going to do this first half. They just depended on its reception.
Got it.
And that's just what I've heard. And then I think
It's working out.
Yeah, it made enough money that they're going to make
gonna
the
keep
second
going.
half.
Aaron,
Okay.
you didn't go see it with Philippe?
No.
Oh.
So I mean, if
What a question.
I know.
Well, I mean,
There
it's
is-
got
He
Timothy
also went at like
Chalamet.
10:30 at night. There was like 2 strikes against me going.
Sure.
Okay,
He met
can
up
we
with some
just?
old
I
buddies.
have more to say
Ew.
about Dune, but
Yeah.
can we just talk about Keiko and Miles here for a second? 'Cause
Yes.
this drives me crazy.
They're
Last
looking for
week
each
they
other?
got married.
Yeah.
But in these scenes where they're like talking about food and stuff, they seem like they've never
Eaten together.
eaten together. Because he's in the first scene, he was like complaining about her cooking and saying, "Oh, I don't like vegetarian food." She's a vegetarian.
No, he's
and it's like,
making her eat this.
you guys got married last week. Don't you already know each other's like food things?
It's kind of old school, acting like they were like.
They seem
Never
like they
broke bread.
just met.
Yeah.
I know this seems like a
30-day
first date.
fiance or
And
something.
when do you ever just eat that, whatever they have on the
It's
plate? by
supposed to be
itself?
like
Potato
a potato
casserole.
casserole of some kind.
But there's no yeah. So
So anyway, I just thought it was funny how like
they seem very awkward in that first scene
Yeah.
too.
they seem like they've literally never eaten a meal together before.
It feels like if I came in, it's like this is a date that's not working out.
Right.
This is ending soon.
Well, maybe they just replicated their own whatever they wanted, and they never had to like.
I think the
like
writers
this.
just wanted to have this like
Tension.
between
Oh, they got
them.
this fancy black versions of those forks. They're more
I don't think it helps.
I think they were really pieces from a chess set.
Well, you would hope that they're trying to comment on what's happening in society at that time, right? So were there a lot of
Marriages?
yeah, racial marriages that had to
supposed
work
be like
these
what would
issues
be
out?
like at home talking about the war and
Yes, that is basically what that was.
man, they got so much neck.
Yeah, that guy's got a lot of neck.
Yeah, I think that's why he's so perfect for them. Like, you got
Yep.
a lot of display to.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like every time you see it, you're seeing it for the first time.
I know.
I
It's
know.
so much sinew.
So sinewy.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to see that a lot when Deep Space
Yep.
Nine comes around.
I'm very used to it. 'Cause it's a coming.
I'm gonna need like glasses. I'm gonna need Geordie glasses, but the lines go the other way. Just block out his neck.
Blinders.
Yeah.
The lines go the other way.
Yeah,
It'll be like a tic-tac-toe
yeah.
in your head.
They scratch out his neck.
On the other hand, Captain Picard looks really good. They've got a nice like
You just see
fuzz
his
on
head.
him.
Yeah.
Much longer.
I'll
we
just
were
save room for his
talking-
eyes so I know what's
One of the trivia questions I wrote for last week was, what did Matt's
Who?
Philippe,
Philippe
what did Philippe say?
about what Patrick Stewart looked like?
Yes.
You got that right.
In what episode?
It was a bald eagle, fucking
Guess
Abraham.
what?
That was
Abraham
I
Lincoln.
said that.
Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
Oh, did I fuck it up?
Yes.
Sorry.
That's
That's
a
dope.
common thing. I say something and then someone else says it and gets the laugh.
It was looked like George Washington fucked a bald eagle.
Yeah. Roll back the tape, see who fucking says it.
Is an Erin.
well, why don't
That was one I didn't listen. I thought I knew that. I apologize.
But
you
think of how good that line was, because I remembered it and I didn't even know what he was talking about.
Well, Shawn, did you have other quiz questions?
I do.
Is it? Are there some? Let's get on the cutting room floor of quiz questions.
All right. Here we go. Here's a couple of general ones.
Yeah.
How many movies have we watched in the last 100 episodes?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
And can you name them?
Oh,
Okay.
4?
no more.
Oh god, there's no way I can.
8.
It's Dune.
Wait, 100 episodes?
Dune.
Yeah, the last 100.
Zardoz.
Star Trek.
Star Trek 5. Star Trek 4.
Cruel Intentions.
Code.
Cool Intentions.
Flowers in the
Last
Attic?
Starfighter.
Yeah.
6.
It is 7. Star Trek 2, Star Trek 3, Star Trek 4, Cruel Intentions, Star Trek 5, Dune, and of course Zardoz.
Nice.
What are we watching next,
Wait,
you guys?
Flowers in the Attic wasn't on there?
No, I
Nope.
think it
That was in the
before.
first chunk.
Damn.
And then
That was in the golden era?
okay, so last week we celebrated episode 200,
Uh-huh.
but in actuality, it's only episode 198 that
What?
has been released to the public
Oh, thank God.
because we lost 2 episodes.
Oh yeah.
That's true. There are 2 lost episodes.
Can you name those episodes?
No.
I didn't think anyone would, but I had to ask.
2 and
I think I remember they were the episode.
They were both you're right.
It's like the hunted.
I give Jake a point for that. Yeah. They were called The Enemy and The Price.
Oh.
I feel like they're in the like 140s somewhere.
Yeah.
how are they lost?
The recordings were lost.
Nice.
Alas.
Those were so good, too.
All right, here we go. Here's some other ones. Matt said when we were done with the show, Erin would be cosplaying like this character.
Guinan.
Nope.
That's 7 of 9.
No.
That's just your fantasy.
Do you remember Matt?
No. Kira.
Nope.
Wow.
Worf.
We're striking out.
Dr. Pulaski.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was,
Sure.
yeah, she's.
Erin learned a lot about possums.
Because I'm a
during the
salty
last
bitch.
100
No, because you
episodes.
always stick up for Dr.
Yes.
Pulaski.
Sorry, go on.
You learned a lot about possums in the
yeah.
last 100 episodes.
Yeah.
What food did you say they learned that you did not like?
Oh, yeah. Broccoli.
Broccoli is correct.
That was such a gimme question. Who else was going to get
Thanks,
that?
Sean. I'll hook you up later.
That was just like, here, have a free point, Aaron.
What is your middle name?
What did Erin call the game we made up when we talked about men buying cheese ramen?
Oh, God.
Oh.
Meat Min's mouth hole.
No. So that was yours.
Okay.
Erin's was actually what is in men's mouth hole.
Okay.
I like the
Matt used
Mine
to-
was make men need it, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Matt used to go on a rant about political things at the beginning of episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you name any of what he used to do?
Said
Black Lives Matter.
Trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter.
Oh, yeah, I did say that.
Fuck all Republicans.
Yeah.
Defend the police.
All cops are
He
bastards.
said, yeah.
Yeah.
All the goodies. All the classics.
Hey, and look at where we're at today.
Yes,
He's
that
improved the
one,
world.
that one. Erin was concerned with Picard's interest in what?
Horses.
That's correct. I can't believe you, of all people, remembered that.
She knows what she's concerned about.
Yep. I've got the things that keep me up at night.
Oh my God, is he gonna hit on that
a
Cardassian?
little bit.
Do you think a light up bar like that would actually be a good idea, or is it
No.
too much
I
lighting?
think so.
That's too harsh coming
Yeah,
out
right.
from that
Up in your
direction.
face.
Don't you want to like?
Soft.
Don't you want to like go to a bar and disguise all your blemishes
hidden.
and like hope somebody gets?
That's why
drunk
bars
enough
are
to,
dark.
Like, you
Hide me
know.
from the world.
No, I like to go into a bar and have a bright spotlight
Yeah.
shown in on my face.
While I'm
Right?
drinking my fucking like.
Yeah.
My Cardassian Kanar.
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 With your
Jeez.
targ by your side.
There you go. There's an episode where only 3 of us are on it. Do you know who the 3 are?
Matt, Shawn, and Jacob.
Nope.
No, I think it's
Matt.
I think it's the 3 of you. I think it's Shawn, Min, and Jake.
Nope.
I think it's Shawn, Philippe, and Erin.
Nope. It's me, Matt and Erin.
Good times.
It's during the time when Philippe wasn't doing the show.
That's right.
Contract
And
negotiations.
Min said he just texted early on that he couldn't make it, and then your house was on fire.
Yeah, there's a thing.
Oh, this was during the
Excuses.
Zoom
the
years.
Skype. Yeah.
Oh, I think we joined later in that episode.
I think you did the next. I don't know.
One of the
Anyway,
two, yeah.
Matt asked Min
Your house
once.
was on fire.
He loved John
remember
Krasinski. To which Min said, "No, I'm actually in love with this guy."
Easy one.
John
Helms.
Krasinski.
We'll let everybody else but Min try for first.
Well, I know it's not Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
That's true.
Ugly old body.
Come on, guys.
Chris Hemsworth.
No. He did a stripper movie.
Channing Tatum.
The other
Nope.
dude.
Matthew
Joe
McConaughey.
Manganiello?
Matthew McConaughey.
That's right. He likes math.
I heard there's going to be a Magic Mike 3.
What? There was a 2?
Yeah, XXL.
Do you remember, Min, when I recommended that you should watch that movie Serenity that Matthew McConaughey
sure.
and Anne Hathaway are in?
Yeah.
He's never been more glistening.
Glistening.
It's the sweatiest movie I've ever seen.
I mean, he's sweaty
Oiled up the whole time.
in Magic Mike, for sure.
While we were watching Star Trek 3, we were talking box office. Philippe said this movie was boring.
Star Trek. I said
What year?
Was it a movie we watched?
No. We were just talking. It was we were watching Star Trek 3, so we were talking the box office in 1984.
Okay, so movies of that year.
And it was on the list.
Gandhi.
yeah.
Nope.
I don't even know what I said, but it was boring because I can't even think about it.
It's so boring, it's gone from our memories.
Give us a hint.
What year is it from?
1984. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's Star Trek 3's year. So.
I don't know, E.T.
They got weird lip cleft things here.
It's a kind of dramedy, musical ish.
Newsies.
No.
Dramedy.
Give it to us, Daddy.
Footloose.
Footloose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Footloose is boring.
This is boring. Yeah.
And the last question I had:
I was right.
Yeah.
what other
I'm consistent.
Yeah.
than bringing back the guy who did Forensics Files?
Yeah. Peter Thomas.
Did Erin say she wants to bring back?
Robert Stack.
No.
Bugles.
Bugles. Because they need to be brought back.
Chris Kattan?
Nope.
I don't even know the answer to this. It's not Peter Thomas.
I know.
I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
She had just watched Dirty Dancing.
Oh, Patrick Swayze.
Nope.
Dancing movies.
Oh, what about the woman, the female in there?
Footloose.
Footloose.
Roy Orbach?
Yeah. What is it?
Jerry
Jerry
Orbach.
Orbach, sorry.
Roy Orbison? Jerry Orbach?
That's right, our pod.
A min moment.
Match those two guys together.
Boy,
They're Ormonto.
They're in similar. They're in like the same
Yeah.
section of his
What
brain.
a crusty creation that'll be. Both
Crusty
corrections.
creation.
Wait, is it Jennifer Grey?
Jennifer Grey's.
Oh, her nose.
nose.
That's right. That was funny. That's something funny I said.
I'm taking half credit for that.
That was good, Shawn. Yay. I like
So-
those others.
I appreciate you all doing the work,
Yeah.
but I wasn't 100% sure you were going to do it. Next time we play this game, I will not make that assumption.
That'll be the time we don't do the work.
That will be the time.
Dicey.
We're doing 40 minutes of quiet. So you can think about what you've done.
So what's going on in the episode?
Ooh,
Nobody
look,
knows.
different starship.
Yeah, I could tell you if you really care. I was going to suggest playing Connect 'em Up until,
Connect 'em up.
until this shit is over.
Yeah, that's true. That works.
It's Cardassian Connect.
Oh
'em
no,
up.
we do have to talk about this. Okay, so let me give you a quick rundown. That guy is a captain of a starship, and he's gone rogue, and he's flown into Cardassian territory, which the Cardassians are interpreting as a potentially hostile act. So the Enterprise had to go in and find this guy to find out what the hell he's doing, flying in an area where he's not supposed to be flying. Because they've just kind of established this peace,
Yeah.
and so they're trying to not be
Break
provocative,
it immediately.
right?
He hasn't just flown into their territory. He's also blown up a station.
Oh, right. He
An
blew up.
unarmed station of theirs,
Yeah.
according to
They claim unarmed. He claims it's actually the weapons depot.
Yeah.
He looks like a wily asshole.
It's Bob Gunton.
It's
who
Bob Gunton.
plays the warden in
Warden.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's also in what's that Wesley Snipes Sylvester Stallone movie, Demolition
Oh, he's
Man?
in Demolition Man, yeah.
He's always a guy who's not to be trusted.
Yeah.
Doesn't
He does a good
looks like a
job.
politician.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has a very politician.
He always plays
But he
one
looks
of those
like somebody
guys.
who's actually a politician now. I'm trying to think.
Oh, yeah.
He was also the original Juan Perón in the original Broadway production of Evita.
Oh, interesting.
And he played Sweeney Todd in a revival in the 80s.
Wow.
Broadway Corner.
Well,
Shall we all pour one out for Stephen Sondheim?
Oh, yeah. Stephen Sondheim.
Yeah.
What about the other 16 celebrities?
Don't say the other 16 names.
I didn't. He wasn't part of that list.
I know. It would be amazing if you could remember.
There's no way I
Like
could
Kevin
remember.
McCarthy.
But I had to listen to it, and it was long, so I could count them.
Well, that's your fault.
Well, I'm
really.
glad you did a thorough job because nobody here knows if you're right. 100% agree that. you-
So I have a mini trivia question that's actually about the game we're about to play. If you
All
want
right.
to do it really quick.
Yeah.
So in episode 143, I believe was in a recommendation corner where Matt brought up the game show AnyConnect for the first time.
Okay.
That was 143. How many episodes did it take before we played our completely unrelated Connect 'em All Up game?
Well,
That's a good question.
3.
How long between the first time I mentioned it and we started
8.
playing it?
Yep. Let's throw up your numbers.
2.
5.
Aaron's got it.
2.
So it was 145 we played
Guys,
for
we
the first
don't have a
time.
long attention span.
Yeah, either we're going to do it right away or it's not going to
or it's
happen.
not
We're
gonna
going to forget all about
There
it.
you go.
Let's see. Ooh, do I have any good? I might not have any very good.
We've done them all.
No, I just haven't written down any newer ones lately.
We could probably use a new old one and not be any good at it.
It's not as if another game show that has this concept hasn't published a couple of books of their collected puzzles that I may or may not have bought and be taking these out of.
Nice. We will never know. You are completely.
I don't have any good ones. Sorry.
Yeah, making them is difficult.
Yeah, they're hard to write.
Yeah, the good ones are.
Well, what's our next movie coming up? When's our next movie coming up?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
But we have to wait till the
It's
seasons.
at least another 4 or 5 sessions, maybe.
Okay, that's not bad.
What,
10,
is there
11.
anything on the
anything
slate?
planned?
Is there anything?
We don't have any. We haven't discussed. We always can do the movie that would have come out that weekend after the show ended.
I suggest Footloose.
Since we've defiled
It's
it.
just getting panned all over
We'll
here.
do the new Footloose
Yeah,
remake.
the Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Well,
Feet looser.
I mean, if they named it that,
Yeah.
then it's got a chance.
It's the cross-dressing one called Footsie. It's like Tootsie, but
What I have on our list of proposed movie watch is Mrs. Doubtfire, Paddington 2, Sean's idea of doing the movies that came out that summer,
yeah.
Galaxy Quest, Dune, the new Dune, Poltergeist, or the abominable Dr. Phoebes.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. That was good. The Phoebes one is so weird that I feel like you guys would like it. It was on during Halloween on.
You
Turner
sent me a
Classic
text
Movies.
and said this should
Yeah,
be the
it
next
was
movie
nuts.
we watch.
it was nuts. It was nutsy.
Late '60s wacky nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like an older movie, or
Yeah, vampire kind of ish. It's got
It's got a
it's-
Zardoz kind of feel, but less incoherent.
So we have another half a season or more.
Yeah, we got
of this.
time
we
to
got
think
that
about
done.
it.
So you have a little while to think about it.
I think by then I might be ready for something Zardoz-y. Zardoz-y? Because
No,
We just did Zardoz.
I mean one Zardoz-y
I don't
event
really
was enough.
agree with Philippe's assessment. I don't think it's Zardoz-y. It's just very over the top.
It's like a Vincent Price.
It's got
movie, right?
Vincent Price, yeah.
From the 60s.
It's a Vincent Price revenge movie that's very elaborate. It's fun. There's an organ playing scene that's pretty good.
Well, you guys, Matt's always talking about Paddington, and Paddington 2. That'd be a nice feel-good movie.
Paddington 1 was on TV the other day. Oh, boy, what a movie.
That delightful bear in his
Eclipsed
raincoat.
only by Paddington 2.
I know. Paddington 2
know.
is the shit.
Yeah.
Paddington 2 is the rare masterpiece sequel.
Do you think like you could watch 2 without having seen 1, or it?
No, man. The Paddington cinematic universe is
Very elaborate.
Yeah, you gotta know the lore.
It has a deep mythology.
I don't know.
You haven't
How
read
does this bear know how to talk? I mean, that's
you
a
haven't
whole,
read the books.
There's a
You'll
whole
never
book just
be-
about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I just read some Paddington trivia the other
The
day.
answer
I'm
is
trying-
no. These are movies made for 7-year-olds. You don't have to have seen the first
But
one.
don't not see the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the first one's
great,
amazing.
too.
Don't deny yourself.
Nicole Kidman's the baddie in the first one. She's great.
Yep.
Eclipsed only by Hugh Grant in
Yes.
Paddington 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Paddington 2 would be the greatest movie of all time. Paddington 1 would be the greatest movie of all time. Paddington
Word for
2.
Paddington 2.
It's almost true. That's almost true.
Wow. All right, calm down, everybody.
I'm joking.
In the pantheon of talking animal movies,
Yes.
you've got your Babes
Yeah.
and your Paddington.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
hard to.
Yeah.
And those are basically 4 perfect movies. You've got 2
Let's
Babes and 2
just
Paddingtons.
Most
Do all
times
four.
where the
Let's
sequel
just
is
bang
better
them all
than
out.
the first one.
What other great talking animal movies are there?
Live action.
Yeah, like in the style of those movies.
Look who's talking now.
Sure.
He said
John
great.
Travolta. Yeah.
Are we just talking any talking dog movie now, or is it actually great?
Are there other movies that
Let's
belong
start
in
there.
the
Let's think of any other.
Let's start
Mr.
with Annie and then
Dr.
Heroin.
Doolittle?
Yeah.
Jungle Book.
Dr. Doolittle, okay.
Yeah. Jungle
Yeah, I
Book.
guess the live action Jungle Book, we're going to count that.
Okay. So far, the pantheon is secure
Yeah.
with a total of 4.
Donnie Darko.
Star Wars.
Rabbit Time.
Star Wars.
Because of
What?
2.
Yeah.
Chewbacca talks.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, Han can understand him.
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks.
Okay, so I'm going to say it's just those
Those
4.
I think. I think.
What about the
Before we wander even farther.
Oh, Dog's Purpose?
What was the one where it was the ripoff of Babe that was terrible that everybody
Oh yeah, the pig one.
Yeah. There's a simultaneous
Yeah,
release
that's right. We
of
talked about that.
of a other pig movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was considered terrible. But,
Riding on the coattails.
yeah, it was during the high days of everybody was stealing each other's like scripts and trying to like beat them out. It was
Sure.
it was in the
When there were
Ants.
always 2 of every kind of
yeah,
movie.
there was 2. There was an Ants and
There's like a volcano movie.
Two
and all
volcano
that stuff, yeah.
movies.
2 volcano
And
movies.
you
So
know
you
what?
guys-
Both of those volcano movies are pretty good movies.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, stop talking. I think we should do Babe 2 and Paddington 2 doubleheader.
Oh my god.
You want to commit to a double header?
Or watch half of each one.
yeah, plug one
Start
into the,
one and then
That's
finish
what,
the other one.
that's what we should do.
Yeah.
We'll
We're
do
going to watch
a-
the first half of Babe 2 and then the second half
half
of
of-
Paddington 2.
That
I
works.
like
Pig
it.
in the City.
Or we could do a split screen.
Yeah, Paddington 1 and 2. See how they
screen.
sync up.
Wow.
Have them both playing
Yeah.
That is
simultaneously.
bold.
You know what? Sometimes you just gotta, go big.
Do we have the
Outside.
technology for that?
It would be hard to know where to
Shit.
focus your eyes. They were both playing at the same time.
Which one are we talking about? I don't know. I like the experiment.
I like the thought of it. Let's
Well, what
do
we
it.
could do is when we do we go on our
retreat.
retreat, we could watch both of them.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at places for the retreat, and I was thinking Mid-City at first, but then I saw some pretty awesome places in Malibu.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I just want to like throw that out if anybody has any strong anti-Malibu reactions, because there were
Is it
some really
Jessica
cool
Alba's
like
house?
4-level kind of properties where it's like there's like a pool.
I
and then
mean,
there's,
someone's gonna die, but
yeah.
Worth
that's
it.
part of the charm, right? It's gonna be a slash murder she wrote murder mystery
There'd be like a
solving.
big glass place where you can park all our Lambos and see that, and the outside world can see our conspicuous wealth.
Yes. As we bring in our podcasting equipment. Sure.
as we have it helicoptered in to the landing pad on top.
Wow. You've got high goals for your crypto. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm gonna stretch it.
But Malibu sounds amazing.
Yeah, I saw that they were about the same price, and it was like, well, and then you get to look at the beach. So.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It'll be fun.
All right. So
Let's-
as long as there's no
let's
like,
figure out a
I'm
weekend.
Yep. Stompy.
Stompy.
What the heck is
They're
up with
recollecting,
Stompy?
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're recollecting.
Oh, it's Stampy.
Yeah.
Wait.
O'Brien served under this captain. That's something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Wasn't the captain
He's got
trying to
rogue for
shoot
some reason. I
O'Brien?
can't quite remember the reason.
He's just a zealot about the war.
He hates
can't.
Cardassians.
He can't
Can't let
accept
go.
that the
I
war is
see.
over.
Yeah.
So
see.
this is a little bit of a Heart of Darkness kind of plot. Like they had to go in and find this guy who's gone rogue,
Okay.
and he's about to do something bad. And so Miles said, "I'll go over and talk to him because he's my old captain who I've
listen.
known forever." And Miles hates Cardassians too
Because,
because they both fought in the war. Those two, and now they're singing like a Irish.
yeah, it's like
folk
from
tune
like
of
the
some kind.
1800s. It's an actual old Irish tune.
Seems like a very sweet moment right here.
It is. It goes on a little long.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wow, they're just doing the second verse.
Yeah, second verse, same as the first.
That was a good song. You killed a lot of people, sir. A lot of people.
yeah.
The Minstrel Boy is a real Irish ballad that was written by Thomas More. It was originally written in memory of those who died during the 1798 Rebellion of United Irishmen and is considered one of the most inspirational songs about bravery in battle.
And we just laughed during it. Oh well.
Well, that was very.
But it was
sweet, their
moving.
rendition. Look, He's playing a Battleship in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3D battleship.
It's like
They're basically telling him, "Look, we're gonna shoot you out of the sky if you don't
yeah.
come to your senses." So he did.
And that's it. Just end.
Yep.
He goes home.
Well, he gets arrested or whatever. Right?
On
Yeah,
the break.
yeah.
Miles gets to confront his own like prejudices or whatever, which is what this episode is really about.
Is that what the knowing look was between him and?
Yeah, Deanna could sense that he was like unhappy that there were Cardassians on the ship. That's why she was giving him that look at the very beginning. She was like, "There is a man who hates Cardassians." That's what that look was supposed to
mean.
mean.
Makes the Cardassian and Kardashian joke because it's just too obvious. But like, think of the Kardashians in those suits. Like, I think it would be pretty impressive. I'd be like,
They could fill him out well.
they could fill them out well.
I've definitely seen people dressed up as Cardassians.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That's got to be an Instagram. Like,
You mean
I'm sure those are
we
very
didn't think of that
popular.
joke? Damn it.
no, that joke has been thought of since this since the
Dawn of the Kardashians.
Yeah.
It's like the OJ trial.
I'll try harder next
We were just like
time.
bringing it back.
Now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, find a Kim Kardashian outfit. It's got to be a thing.
It is.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, that's great.
Here you go, Erin.
There's a whole
Thank you, Internet.
whole world of it.
It's disturbing.
Do you guys want to go to Movie Park, which is a theme park in Germany, like, but it's all movie themed, where they have a Star Trek themed roller coaster.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like
It's like the only, for some reason, I don't know why it's in Germany, but it is. It's the only Star Trek themed roller coaster.
Is there
It looks
like-
pretty fun, actually.
They just have easier time licensing stuff in
German.
in Germany.
I'm surprised.
Well,
like
the licensing rules are all different.
Yeah.
There's movie park. What's it called? Movie park.
Movie Park.
That's a chain. They're actually all over the world. There's one in Italy. There's one in Australia. And they all basically do unlicensed stuff. Like in the one in Australia, there's a, like, I don't know, 5 times a day parade where they do the Austin Powers dance at the beginning.
Nice. They can just do it.
Yeah,
They don't have the rights. They just
No, they just do it.
Anyway, it looks like a fun roller coaster. I think we should all go to Germany.
Okay.
Go to Movie Park.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like sauerkraut.
So there you
Sounds
go.
good.
I'll have to come after our retreat in Malibu.
Yeah.
The episode ended. They stopped the guy from doing the thing.
Yeah.
Great.
Peace has been maintained.
Miles has learned that prejudice is bad, which he needed to learn.
Sure.
He still has not figured out how to share a meal with his wife, but they're going to have to solve that off
They'll work
camera
it out.
because
I'm sure they'll work it
we never
out.
see them argue about food, I don't think, ever again.
I'm surprised you said she's in 8 episodes.
Yeah,
and
she's
we've
in
already
8.
seen 2.
2.
So she's going to be in 6 across the next 90 odd episodes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great,
guess
man.
that's pretty
Each
good.
one will be a little nugget that we just dig up and go, oh, Keiko.
You guys want a quick
Yeah.
tale from the weed store?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a new segment that I'm calling
Jake,
Tales
play
from
the
Weed
jingle.
Store.
Tales from the weed store.
I like it.
So you remember I told you guys the first time that I went, it took the girl like 20 minutes to like fumble around with my ID, and like she was just all discombobulated, and she said she had weed brain. It was very funny. So then I've now been twice. I went again, and it was a different lady at the front desk, but she started talking to me as if she knew me. She said, the first thing she said to me was, "You got your haircut." And I said, "No, actually, I kind of need a haircut." And she was like, And she's like, "You usually wear a hat. That's what it is." And I'm like, "I don't think.
Who am I?
And what came to pass was that she just had me completely confused for a completely different.
I really
person.
want to see the other guy.
I know.
I was like, I've only been in here twice, and you weren't here the first time, so you cannot have seen me before.
I want to see the long-haired, hat-wearing doppelganger.
Yeah.
So just another random
Good time.
people at the weed store just have an interesting way of looking at
Hey,
things.
you know what you gonna do?
She really didn't believe me. I was like, I've only been here twice. You were not here the last time I was here. I am not whoever you're thinking of.
Sweet.
That happens.
Anyway, that's that.
I did that once on a bus. I thought I knew somebody because I was like, I kind of did that look that you're supposed to kind of like look at somebody, kind of nod your head or kind of turn it to the side, like you're kind of like, and then the person did the smile and I see that you're trying to recognize me. Yes, I do know you. She did that thing. And then I was like, hey, how's it going? And then I was like going on for 30 seconds about like blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I don't actually know you. And I said, I was just thinking to myself, God damn it. Then why did you do the...
She gave you the nod.
She gave me the
you
nod.
the nod of recognition.
Yeah, but it was the don't kill me nod. I didn't recognize.
you missed the sign.
It was like the dot.
Swing and a miss.
I think you were crazy.
And that's how we met.
yeah. And that's how I met your mother.
Well, we're done.
Cool.
Thanks very much for listening to Warped. Please go to iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts, to rate, review, and subscribe. You can email us at warpedthepodcast@gmail.com. We're on Instagram at warpedthepodcast. Our merch is at Lunar Flare. We are on Twitter at Warped Trek. I am at Host Warped. Min is at Wet Maynard for our Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu live streams and podcasts. You can go to patreon.com/warped. Become a patron and get access to early release and bonus episodes. Next week, Devil's Due. Guess who they're going to meet next week, Erin?
A new person?
Based on the title.
Somebody bad.
Be more specific.
The devil?
The devil. The devil. They meet the devil next
Lucifer?
week. Yep. She's a lady, though. She's a lady devil.
I thought it was going to be Q, but no.
No, it's a lady devil. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
My name is Matt.
I'm Shawn.
I'm Jake.
Aaron.
And I'm in way.
Thank you for listening and goodbye.
Yay!
Shut that door.